Hey everybody, this is Chuck Jackson, also known as the Gunny. I'm a certified John Maxwell leadership coach, speaker, and trainer. This series is going to be over his book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Now I'm going to break most of these laws into 2 or 3 parts so I can keep the videos between 8 and 10 minutes. Also on my blog you should be able to see a link to a resource page where you can actually download the workbook. That's free. Just need your name and email. So the 21 irrefutable laws. The first law that we're going to look at is called the law of the lid. No law is more important than the other. But if I can do a good job of explaining this first law, you'll see how necessary the other laws are to your own self-development. It's really a simple law, and the other 20 laws build and support it. The law of the lid simply states, leadership ability determines a person's level of effectiveness. At no time has a person or a business exceeded their leadership potential. John said it like this. Leadership ability is the lid that determines a person's level of effectiveness. The lower an individual's ability to lead, the lower the lid on his potential. The higher the individual's ability to lead, the higher the lid on his potential. I believe leadership and management are very different. Both are important skill sets, but they're not the same. See, how will you lead determines your success in your business. Now, it could be a business of coaching or speaking, network marketing, affiliate marketing, your normal job. But in the history of mankind, business has never exceeded the person's level of leadership. See, our lid is a lid on our potential, on our business potential. In order to be more successful, we have to raise our lid. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt stuck? Like no matter what you do, you just can't get any forward progress? You've done all the management tricks, you get your processes down, but the business just isn't moving forward. So one of my good friends and mentors says, being stuck stinks. The good news is you can raise your lid. And in this series, I'll show you how to do just that. But let's take a look first at some of the basic parts of the law of the lid. Law of the lid, and it says the higher you want to climb, the more you need leadership. The greater impact that you want to make, the greater your influence needs to be. Whatever you will accomplish is restricted by your ability to lead others. These 2 simple graphs pretty well illustrate what I'm talking about. First, let's take a look at success without leadership. And here what we have is we have success and dedication, and we have our effectiveness in this area right here. You see, on the horizontal, we've done all of our management processes. We got management down. But this whole area up here, it's just not available to us. We haven't raised our effectiveness. We haven't raised our leadership to a high enough level in order to make use of that increase. On the second graph, what we have is a person who's raised their leadership lid to a 6. They're just arbitrary numbers, but on a scale of 1 to 10, they're a better than average leader, almost above average. Their management processes stay the same, but this whole area of effectiveness in their business is now available to them. So over on the left-hand side, we have the people that are stuck. keep on banging their head up against that lid, unable to make forward progress. And on the right hand side we have somebody whose lid is very high, and their businesses and life have followed that potential. Now there is social proof to what I'm talking about, and most of you know it. It's called the McDonald's brothers. McDonald's brothers were very efficient managers. They built a very efficient business. In the late 1950s, they developed their hamburger joints in Southern California, and they were making about $250,000 a year, which was a lot of money for that time. But it is not the McDonald's that we know today. A milkshake salesman named Ray Kroc came in and bought their management processes and applied his leadership to it. And he took McDonald's coast to coast and eventually nationwide. So in the next section, in part 2 of the Law of the Lid, we're going to look at the 21 characters or qualities a leader has and kind of show you how you can start gauging where you're at. So what do you want to do next? Well, in that resource link I have on my blog, go ahead and enter your name and email, and it'll redirect you to a page where you can download a blank lesson plan and download that lesson plan for this lesson. Go out, if you don't already have it, buy the book 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. And go ahead and prepare for next week when I have part 2 of the Law of Lid. Until then, lead the hardcore way.